Hi again, everyone. It's me, as always, Josh the funkdoc, and we got another four-player Power Grid game on Germany. And it's a strong, strong crowd here. It's me, teokop, Selasphorus, and the legend psteinx. I will leave that typo in there in the chat. So, Germany, four-player. Very experienced crowd here. Stein is willing to pay 9 for the 4 plants, which is very normal in Germany. Germany punishes you hard for building late. Look at this map here. Just look at this map. You got expensive connections all over here and down here, and even this part's not too cheap. So yeah, the 3 and the 4 are going for a bit higher than usual. The 4 went for $9, and the 3 plant went for $5. Both a little more than the usual price here. This is a situation where I think I will go for the 9 instead of the 8. And Selasphorus makes the play you should make with the 3, which is to buy all 3 of the $3 oil if someone else starts with a 9. This will be interesting now. Ooh, 11 came, which normally would be bad, but here everybody will likely buy a plant next turn because 8 and 10 are both available there. That can get us past the 11, and then 13 and 18 will be coming. And 11, 18, and 44. So 44 is the plant that's going to go under the deck this turn. As always, the highest numbered plant in the market after each turn goes under the deck. Alright. Selasphorus does a 2 build, which I like, so I can go below him at least in the turn order. Because I want to find some place where I can safely build 1. Ooh. And I like the answer here. I think. I think I might want to build in one of the twins here. I think, anyway. I want a single build. I mean, I definitely want a single build here. And I think the answer to this is one of the twins here. I'll try this. There's enough connections from here that I should have something open even after my opponent's builds on the next turn. I expect teokop to build Erfurt next turn to try to threaten Selasphorus some more. Now I'll pass on the 10. So I don't urgently need to buy a plant this turn. Like, now, honestly, I can pass here. I'm fine with passing. But since I have a more efficient plant, I'm okay with just powering 1 for another turn. Stein actually bids the 8. It makes sense because Stein's at the bottom of the turn order, and then teokop can get the 13 now, which makes a lot more sense for him. So I think that was reasonable bidding all around there, because Stein gets $1 coal. So 8 is very useful for him in the short term here. There's the big coal buy from the Steiner. Just be content to take my 1 oil here. It's fine. Mannheim is indeed the obvious build for Stein, and I obviously no build. Because now I can get Saarbrücken, Trier, and potentially jump into Stuttgart. Like, Saarbrücken would be my next city. This corner's not going to really be attractive for anyone else. So I think I want to try to see if I can get Saarbrücken and then a jump into Stuttgart here. Actually, Nuremberg would be better. Never mind. Nuremberg's probably the better option. That leads me to the better part of purple, relatively speaking. I think 32 and 33 were both drawn. Yeah. Because 33 went under the deck. Yeah, there's 32, 24 and 30. And then 15. Stein bids for the 15, which is interesting. Stein's normally not a fan of this plant. I'm kind of surprised he's doing this. Ooh. I'll actually bid this. Because Selasphorus doesn't really need a plant right now. Oh, and there's 40. I don't think 15 would have been worth bidding for me in this situation. I don't think. I'll take another bid here. All right. All right. Now I have to buy something for sure. And I think that something is going to be the 6. Just to move the market. Plus it actually breaks even in 1 turn. And believe it or not, I can do this thing. I could do this thing if I wanted to. And 29 comes on, which is really good news for me. And then 39 was drawn. Okay. I'm obviously buying the trash. I need to power that. And I think I buy my I think I just stay at 2 cities, buy my 2 oil, and go. Yeah. Yeah, just do this. Just build Saarbrücken this turn. Don't make my intentions clear until the next turn. Because I highly doubt, after all that coal buying, I don't think Stein can afford both Stuttgart and Nuremberg this turn. And I'm eyeing one of those in the next turn here. I'm really surprised teokop didn't build Erfurt, by the way. Like, teokop's a player who really needs to go east and try to fight Selasphorus. Okay, so Stein builds Nuremberg, which I think is correct for him. That's definitely the more high-value city compared to Stuttgart for him, so I'm going to have to take Stuttgart in the next turn. And now 40 shall go into the deck. Twelve is in. Oop, aw. Well, that's bad news for me. Because everyone's going to pass now. I'll take the 12, actually. Actually, 12's not the worst thing for me here, because I can just gobble up cheap coal now. I'm not going to... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to build Stuttgart this turn. I think I'll just build Stuttgart and not buy trash. So what does that mean? That means I can afford the following. 24. So yeah, just buy my max stuff on everything else. Because, ooh, yeah, we got 26 in there, too. Next turn should be interesting. There's teokops jumping to the east. That's good to see. Okay, fight Selasphorus. Yeah, please. Stein not building, good news for me. I feel like Stein's definitely in the best position, though, in terms of building plus money. 15 has paid off surprisingly well. $39 out, 21 in. Okay. Should be getting some good plants now this turn, hopefully. I'll put an A bid on this. This deserves a little bidding. A little. Just a little. There's still a decent number of duds that could come. Or something like 20, which is clearly worse than 21, I would say. 20 much less efficient, doesn't have the hybrid properties, so... Like, as a general rule in Germany games, I'd much rather have the 21 than the 20. Until it gets, like, over, you know, past 40 or something like silly like that. A bit. I think I kind of have to pass now. And now's the big plant. I don't see myself winning this. I'll bid it into like the 40s or something, but... Yeah, I'll drop out now. This should go up to a good price with Selas and Stein in there. They'll bid it up good. This is not my plant, sadly. There's one of the duds. So Stein has an issue of kind of needing a plant. Now here's the question. Do I buy 24 here? I don't think so. I don't think this is the time for 24 yet because I can build again and make use of all the plants I got here. Coal is getting really cheap right now. Coal's getting really cheap. And I feel like now Selasphorus is back in front in this game now. I think. I'm fencing in Stein a little bit with the builds, at least. But Selas is kind of running away with this game now. My builds have been really expensive at the start. I mean, this game, you are seeing what I mean now, right? About Germany punishing you for building last. I didn't even think last was that bad here, but it's turned out to be kind of bad. Okay. Now's the right time for me to buy 24, I think. I have more of a base of money and builds to work with here. I'll accept 27 dropping. Although Stein getting it at cost is quite good. Mm-hmm. Forgot to mark off 14 earlier. Anyway, there was 31 that came. Still a lot of lower numbered plants in the deck at this point. What I would try to do as teokop right now is try to jump into Shiverin if at all possible. That's the best way to cut off Selasphorus. I can't help but feel like I'm pretty dead in this game. And teokop builds into my shit now. That's kind of annoying. Stein just said in the chat exactly what I was thinking. We're stuck in a stall now. Selasphorus is probably going to win the game because of 26. And yep, there's the stall at 5. I kind of didn't expect teokop to build up here, though. That was the part that I was missing. Believe it or not, 22 doesn't actually help me right now. Actually, I was going to say, believe it or not, 29 doesn't really help me in this situation. $29 doesn't help me. 22 doesn't really help me. This is where we get into the stall phase of the game. I don't know what the heck I just clicked there. Sorry about that. And now I build to break the stall because I have to. Yeah. So I do still have the stall breaking option open, and I can do that now. Like, I'm just going to speed the game along here. That's the only chance to do anything. Yeah, I was just pointing out, Stein forgot that, I can only reasonably build to 7 cities, so there wasn't a point in me buying 11. Being stuck up top, do not have extra coal, but I might actually buy the 20. I'll at least put them up for bid because I think someone should bid on this. Yeah, they're just bidding. Obviously build over the 12 now. Oh, hey, 25 coming right afterward out of nowhere. Yeah, this is definitely not my game. Ooh, 30 now. There will be some bidding on this. It's going to hurt me a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. It'll hurt me quite a bit. But at least it's not going to go cheap. Okay, and there's another dud, at least. Okay. 20... We are getting really close to step 3 here, actually. So, I don't regret the 20 because there's still not, like, too much coal in the game right now. I was worried about 31 coming in, and at least that didn't happen. But as is now, step 3 is... Yes, step 3 is going to be drawn in the next turn, so... Yeah, I'm just doing so bad right now. Wow. Just wow. I shall accept only powering 6 this turn. I mean, I'm almost certainly going to get bottom here in the turn order, so I shouldn't need to buy extra coal. And there's Stein with the big build. So Stein and Selas blocking us out east. Teokop's building into Stein instead of me. Like, where do I even build now? This is really bad. And I'll build this because there's no reason not to. I wanted to wait to run the 24 again until I can get first trash buy. That's what I was thinking here. So now I'm going to have to play the turn order game very carefully with the 20 involved. Which means stocking up on coal now, stock up on trash, get 1 oil, and just build a 10. This is the play here. This is what I was hoping for last turn. Get first resource buy, stock up now. I mean, I'm still not winning this game, but I at least wanted to establish some connection out east here. Just something. My builds went awfully, though. Not gonna lie. A lot of things went awfully for me in this game. And there's Stein with the mega build. And Selasphorus is still winning this game, though. .32 should be in high demand, although 38 is an obvious need for Stein. I mean, I can't really touch 38. I guess I could have bid on it to replace 24, maybe. I'll bid in 46, though, with the cheap oil. Yeah, I'll take cheap 46. I mean, I'm still not going to be able to buy another plant and end the game next turn, but eh. That was a really quick step 3 auction. Alright, let me see. 46.50. That was just about all the best plants that came right there. Well, in 37. What plant did I miss earlier? Oh yeah, 33. 37 and 33 both came, so those are duds, but the rest, all really amazing plants. Okay. I'm definitely buying 2 extra trash now, for sure. Because I can build into Hal here. Yeah. I'd rather run the 24 than the 20, just because similarly priced resource, but it's using one less, so I'm really making more money and getting better turn order out of 24 compared to running 20. Now that gets interesting because Stein cannot safely run the 38 this turn, so he can only power 7 cities on this turn, assuming the game doesn't end now. Teokop builds to 14 to try to prevent Stein from ending the game now. Selasphorus, I think, will clearly do that, though. Like, can build to 14 or 15. 15 would be extra safe. And you would still stay below Stein in the turn order that way. And Stein opts not to build. Well, he can't because Selasphorus got to 15. So because if Stein ended it now, then Selasphorus would win. I don't think I can even get to 16 this turn, sadly. I mean, I do feel like 46 is a better value than 38, but even that's not going to be enough. Stein's going to get 40 and, 32 or 40 and win. 32 would actually be the cheaper plant for this turn. Stein goes for 31 instead. A little interesting. But I mean, the only coal plant left from here is 36. Oh. Okay, Selasphorus is getting 18 and he's going to win. That's what that buy tells me. Replacing 25, not usually a winning play. Yeah, I can't touch a plant right now. So I think I'm just consigned to last place here, easily. There's no way we can stop Selasphorus, and he's going to get to 18 and win. I can block Mannheim. That's one of the cheaper cities left for me and would hurt Selas. Can do that. So sure. Yeah, I can only build to 15. Amazing. Alright. Yeah, just awful, awful builds for me. Awful everything in this game. Yeah. That's it for me. Teokop can't get to 17, but still finishes ahead of me. An easy 18 for Selas. There was, again, nothing we could have done to stop that. This game basically came down to Selas first getting a lot of open space in the builds, and also getting 26 with the market stalling right afterward. That's what the game came down to. All right. Very, very nice win for Selas, and that indeed confirms my suspicions that Stein was the richer player. I kind of wonder why Stein didn't put 36 up for bid, considering he definitely could have gotten to 18 there. Maybe he just didn't think Selas had 18 in him and then figured he would win the money battle at 17, which he would have. I don't know. Interesting game. I mean, interesting endgame, mainly. We just gave Selas too much open space. I don't know, it's tough. Like, I guess in theory I should build next to Selas somewhere, but his builds really cut off my options there. The Bagdaberg plus Hal here. It's tough for someone else to build next to that. Probably what I could have done actually was build Erfurt. I could build Erfurt and then go Leipzig on the next turn. So I could get those. And that would give me a decent amount to work with here. I could fight in brown somewhere here. That might have worked better for me, actually. As I think about it now, yeah, good to know. Alright, thanks for the game, everybody, and see you later.